Verse 22, he said, for as in Adam, say in Adam, all die, even so in Christ, say in Christ, all shall be made alive. For as in Adam all die, in Christ all shall be made alive. I mentioned last night that Calvary, or the gospel, which is about the death and resurrection of Jesus, Calvary is one of the main keys to understanding the mystery or identification with Christ. But what we just read right here in verse 22, the phrase in Adam and in Christ, those are also keys, two very important keys that will actually unlock your identification with Christ up to you. They'll unlock the mystery to you. Because if you don't understand what the phrases in Adam and in Christ mean, you'll never understand your redemption. You'll never understand identification with Christ. It just won't make sense to you. Everything, those are, you could say, the hinge pins that hold everything together, that unlock the understanding of the mystery of God or the mystery of Christ. So we need to learn as much as we can about what it means to be in Adam and as much as we can about what it means to be in Christ. I remember many years ago, a pastor friend of mine, and he was known for teaching on identification with Christ, your identity with Christ, and along those lines. I mean, that's really what he specialized in. And he taught it he told his church, he was pastoring a church, and he told his church, I'm going to teach this till you guys get it. And he taught it for 76 services, which is a lot of services. And of course, I bought all the tapes when I found out, what he taught. It was in cassette tapes. Y'all remember cassette tapes, right? I bought all the cassette tapes, bought all 76 of them, listened to every single one of them, and they're outstanding. In my opinion, I've never heard anybody teach who you are in Christ better than he did. But then he got off into some things and got off in some error and things. But back then, man, it was just outstanding. And I've heard a lot of teaching on this from different people, but to me, he was the best I've ever heard. And what he was very thorough. He understood, of course, the principles of in Adam and in Christ. And what he did was, for those 76 services in his church, I mean, each service, he would just take one little point at a time. He might teach a whole hour on just what it means to be in Adam. Not talk about being in Christ at all. Just this service is just about what it means to be in Adam. What the phrase, what in means, what that little word in means. I mean, in just detail, And then the next service, he may talk about what spiritual death is. Just a whole hour on spiritual death. Then the next service, a whole hour on what spiritual life is. Then a whole hour on what it means to be in Christ. And just one point after